I think the most important thing that you have to do if you ever been in this pattern where you're attracting people that are just not on the same page as you are, is that probably what you're doing is that you're falling into the conclusions. So in order not to fall into those conclusions, the most important thing is to slow down. And even if you think that you have slowed down, you need to slow down even more. The pace where you meet someone have to be very, very slow, because if you are someone who has a tendency to get obsessed about this person, like this video, if you're someone who gets obsessed about this person, in fact, say yes in the comments if you found yourself in this pattern where you think you get obsessed very easily. By obsessed, I mean, it's just your whole, how am I feeling today? What's my mood like? Just almost like overall happiness depends on, are you hearing from him? Is he setting up the date? When are you meeting him next? Is he responding to a text? Is he calling you? All those things. So this thing happened to me, I remember, and I found it very, very interesting, because I thought at that point, I was like, okay, I'm doing things differently and this still happens. So this is the reason why I have to go very, very slowly. So I was actively dating, and I remember I met this guy, and he was not my kind of, I was dating out of my usual preference. So I was actively breaking the cycle of not dating and not going after the unavailable, emotional unavailable, the ones that I know that will cause me pain and maybe the ones that I was so used to. So I was going on a date with this guy, and he was a true gentleman. He picked me up, he got us to this restaurant. I didn't even see the bill. He did all those, he just did everything right. Like, he was such a gentleman, and I was like, wow, this guy, he's like really great. I wasn't that attracted to him, but as in physically attracted to him, but I was attracted to the fact that he was on time, that he planned everything, that he followed up, the way he was showing up, the things that he shared during that date. So I was very interested, and also he didn't try to initiate anything physical, which was not something that I was used to, but I was like, okay, this is nice, because I'm doing something different. So I'm going on a date with someone who does things not in the way that I'm used to. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you tried, dating people that maybe is out of your usual, your typical type, if you ever tried that, and what's your experience been. Also have a video on my channel about what happens when you finally start dating a good guy after going after the unavailable, time wasters and all this. I'll link it for later. You can watch it. And then for the next date, he set up the date, I think, a week in advance, and he even sent me a menu so I could look through. He's like, what do you think? Do you like the restaurant? Is there anything that you fancy? So I was like, wow, this is really great. I think he even showed up slightly early. Again, he picked me up, and second date again, he didn't initiate anything physical, not even, when you are going through the door and maybe a man puts his arm on your back, or just some of innocent things, or maybe, was there a peck on the cheek? I don't know, very long time ago now. Anyway, things were just going great, and we were talking we were exchanging messages on daily basis. He was giving me a glimpse into his everyday. He was sending me some pictures and little videos, and I was like, okay, I'm slowly getting to know someone, and I'm following this new way of not jumping into anything, and really taking my time and slowing down. And then for the third date, he sent me a message saying that why don't you this time you come to mine, to like my side of where I live, and there is this Indian takeout, and we can either have the food there, or we can take it out and go to my place. Now, this thing that happened next is exactly the reason why it's very important that you slow down. And just when you think that you are slowing down, you have to slow down even more, like even more slow down. So this thing happened, which was a bit unexpected because I just didn't see it coming. What's the time? Because, I want to make it to a yoga class. Anyway, let's see. I said, thank you for this invitation, but I would prefer if you came towards my way. Or I said something, I'm not comfortable coming to your place, or no, I don't think I said I'm not comfortable coming to your place. I didn't say that. I just said I would prefer if you came to my place. I think I made it quite clear that I am not interested, I'm not comfortable coming potentially to his place. And then guess what? This guy who was doing everything so great, who was a complete gentleman, who planned all the dates, who came to pick me up, who planned things in advance. After I said that thing, I never ever heard back from him. So even when I was thinking, okay, now I am going on a date with someone that maybe is not my typical type, maybe I'm not that physically attracted, but I appreciated, and the attraction grew because of his qualities, of the way he was showing up, not necessarily that of the toxic things. And when I was trying to eat out of my usual menu, still, this thing happened. So thanks goodness that I was taking it really slow, because if I wasn't, things could have been different. So that's why if you're someone who gets attached very easily, I think it's so incredibly important to slow down. And when you are seeing someone, set the boundaries. Okay, how many dates am I going to have because I am meeting him at his place, or before I decide to invite him over and cook for him? How many dates is that going to be? If you are thinking 2 or 3, maybe make it 5. Why can't you just see him in public places? Why not do that? If you are used to a certain way of dating and doing things, what is it something that you can do differently? And how can you slow down? How can you slow down? Because I think if you're someone that really gets attached so easily, and you wrap your worth around, is he going to message me? Is even maybe if you haven't even met the guy, maybe you just matched with someone on a dating app, and you are just thinking, when am I going to hear from him, and all this. So how can you slow down all the things that maybe you are, I think it's great to get excited about someone, that because you don't really meet that many people, right? That you feel, oh, I'm really excited to go on a date with this person. I'm really excited I haven't met anyone in a really long time that I'm interested in, that I fancy. So when you meet someone that you feel those things, I think it's so natural to get excited and be like, oh, I cannot wait to see him. I cannot wait to hear from him. I cannot wait to see his name pop on my phone. But how can you slow down? What could help you to slow down? If you find it very challenging and you don't know how to do this, then And I'd love to be that person that could maybe hold your hand. If you think that I could be that person that could hold your hand, please book a complimentary call with me. I'll share the link in the description. If you found this useful, then please like, subscribe for more, and make sure that you share this with your girlfriend. Thanks so much for watching.